Welcome to today's topic. This is us looking at 3 reasons why you're not getting that promotion. So welcome. I'm Elena. This is Honor, and together we help to run, or we do run, Black Women in Projects, and we're here to help you to achieve, progress, however you want to get to that level of project or program management that you want to attain. We're here to help you to do it. But today we're here specifically to look at 3 reasons why you're not getting that promotion. So we've got 3 reasons each. Honor, do you want to go first?
Reasons why you're not getting promoted is, for me, number 1 is that you're going to interviews and you're tanking your interviews. So everybody might think that you're really well skilled, but you're just really, really bad at interviews. I've done it where I'm interviewing for project managers, and it's an internal candidate. I know how good they are, but they come to interview and they just tank it. No good interview skills. So developing your interview skills is a must. 2 is you don't know who your promotion stakeholders are. So by this, I mean, it's not just about your manager. It's about, because your manager talks to other people. Do you know who they listen to? Do you know who comments about your work? Know who your stakeholders are, who would be part of that decision, and make sure that you're networking with them, that they know what you do, they know your capability, and that basically they have good thoughts about you. And number 3 reason why you're not getting promoted is because you don't believe in yourself. You don't believe that you're worthy of the promotion. You talk down to yourself. And so therefore, you're not getting anywhere, because sometimes you might not get promoted somewhere and it's nothing to do with you. If you believe in yourself, you'll understand, yeah, this is nothing to do with me. Therefore, I'm going to go look somewhere else and get that promotion somewhere else. So those are my 3 reasons why you're possibly not getting promoted. So Elena, do you have the same or do you have different ones?
I probably have similar ones, but maybe a slightly different take on them. So the first one is your behaviour, your attitude, your demeanour. And again, I'm going to do this from a perspective of someone who interviews quite often. So you want to go up to the next level. I've been watching you before you've gotten to that interview to see how you behave, how you're leading your team, how you're delivering your projects, whatever your speciality is. I've taken notice of that before you've come to this point. And so therefore, that the point you've said about looking at who your stakeholders are, your promotion stakeholders, yes, I might be on the panel for a job and you didn't think I would necessarily be there, but I've been there and I know who you are. So it's about your behaviour and what's gotten you up to that point, and your delivery and your success up to that point.
Yeah.
Secondly, interview. You've got to prepare for the interview, especially if you're being interviewed for the same, well, it would most naturally be within the same company. You can't assume that just because you've been there doing a job and you can do the job and your stakeholders know you can do the job, that's not enough to get you the job. You've got to perform at the interview. You've got to preempt the questions. You've got to think, what's they going to ask me? How am I going to prove my capability? You've got to do the whole STAR acronym thing in your interview. We need to know that you can prove yourself under pressure at the same time.
Yeah.
And the third thing, yes, mindset, yes, believe in yourself. You've got to show you want the job. And by that, I mean, you're not just at the interview because you want the extra money. You actually want the role and responsibility, and you want to learn, and you're knowing after this where it is you're going to. I think lots of people want the promotion just to get the increase in salary, and it's not necessarily enough just to want the increase in salary. You've got to actually want the role. If you want an increase in salary, there's different ways to get there. It's not necessarily that you have to go for an interview. You know, it's one of those sorts of things where you have to know your worth. Could you just ask for a pay rise without actually interviewing for the next role? Is this role one you really, really want? Was there something slightly different that would have paid more, but maybe you need to look for another organisation? You've got to demonstrate that you really want the role.
Yeah, yeah,
And if you don't, that's one of the reasons why you're not going to get promoted.
yeah. Because
Is there
the
anything we
interview
want
panel
to
can
add on
tell.
that?
No, I was just thinking there, the interview
Mhm.
panel can tell. You know, they really, really can tell. So you've got to want the job, you know, and because that shifts your mindset into a different place, and it literally will exude from you. You'll be given a different level of enthusiasm as you talk, you know. So to make sure that you're getting that next role, that internal promotion, I think what we're both saying is brush up on your interview skills. Know who
Definitely.
your stakeholders are. Get your mindset right. And as you get to know Elena and I, you'll know that we're always going to be talking about mindset. It is so, so important.
Mhm.
So, so important. Get your mindset right, you know, and then prep, 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 prep. I've
Yeah.
been interviewing people where we even sent out the interview questions beforehand, but then still shocking performance at the interview. So prep,
Yeah.
you know, and then confidently step forward. And then, yeah, you're going to get that role.
We go from there. We say be well rehearsed and just go for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us. This was a short but sweet one because there was just something that we're thinking about. You know, why don't people get promoted? You know, but so we hope that this will help you for your next interview. You know, and if you've got any questions that you want to ask us about how you do a thorough prep for interviews, you know, how you do that stakeholder analysis so you understand who you should be watching out for who you should be networking with, just drop us a line. Our contact details are in the show notes below. And, you know, let's see you back here next time. Thanks for listening.